Hey guys, I'm Zach Martin, and welcome to the Stranglehold EPK. Today, we're going to be breaking down Someone's at the Door, track 2 of the album. So, let's get to it. So, I wish I had a cameraman, but unfortunately I don't. And I'm just going to have to DIY this myself. So as you can see up here, we have the red track, which is a guitar track. It's the simplest, I want to say it's the simplest part in the entire song. There's a couple chord changes and whatnot, but they all stay kind of relevant to the song. I'm going to just go ahead and play that on solo. So, you know, it's that very, very mellow tone when it came to this song, because it's the second song on the album, so it's really supposed to kind of like dip you into it. And I actually stop it right there. There are some backing vocals that I put on here that are awesome. Probably should have named them backing vocals. Those are coming up soon, actually. The backing vocals are kind of important to this because it's more of a distant feel. And actually I have the lyrics right over here. Someone's at the door. I always like to write my music on paper because anyone can hack your phone. Someone's at the door is really about, you know, growing up and having to leave all your artwork behind and kind of really make something different of yourself. And most of the time it's pretty much shaping yourself for work. And it really is just, you know, growing up, getting older, and decolorizing the world. So if I had to kind of categorize this in any sort of measure, it'd probably be 4/4. If not, it's probably like 5/4. There's really no tempo behind it. I just trying to kind of break around the norm a little bit. Moving on, we're going to get to our first vocal line here, so we're going to take it back. Now this is going to sound a little weird because I do have a drum track on it. I just don't have it active right now. So here's that part. Welcome, child, to our show. Step right through the door. It's time to grow. Leave your pencil, paintbrush, and many more. Someone's at the door. Someone's at the door. When it really comes to it, the tone is following the acoustic guitar in this. And without the drums, which I'm about to bring in, this song would be completely different without them. And then get some back vocals in here. So child, what are you gonna do? One thing I really like to do is put back vocal delay, rolling C effects on it, so it's going to be like reverb. Delayed reverb is one of my favorites. It really anticipates a vocal coming up and really de-escalates the vocal at the ending there. We're gonna go ahead and cut this off right here and then just play the back vocal, which is a reverse rolling C effect. It kind of has that pulse stretch effect. If you don't know what a pulse stretch is, it pretty much just ambiates. I don't even know if that's a word, to be honest. I'm just going to use it. Ambiates your voice out, elongates it longer. Taking a normal speed and stretching it over 400 times. It doesn't technically do the exact same thing, but it has the same feel. Really makes it angelic. And as a full track, it sounds completely different. To be honest, you have to really start it from the beginning because it's not even the same track without the drums. Which my drummer, I don't want to say my drummer, he's more of like a singularity drummer when it comes to doing, projects and whatnot. This is actually, I think, his first song that he's ever recorded on, and I've mastered, so here we go. Welcome, child, to our show. Step right through the door. It's time to grow. Now when it came to this, the drum track was actually, we looped it quite a couple times so you had time to hear what was going on in the guitar because there were so many different changes in it. He really knocked these drums out of the frickin' park when it came to the tone that I was kind of having to it. I was like, hey, can you kind of put more of a ride to it? It was very lazy. The overhead mic that we're actually using for the drums here is the one that I bought from a friend, Paradise Guitars. What's up? It's a Samson's S11. This thing did amazing. It's a dynamic microphone, so it kind of catches it in a different range, not to where it's just straightforward like the SM57. I honestly did not like the SM57 in the overheads because if you wanted to do with the SM57s, it was like you had to use two microphones. I actually got away with all the good sounding when it came to one microphone. I'm actually gonna show you guys here. Right here is just the overhead. That's just the overhead, and that's this mic right here. I've got like this slow rising volume effect on it, so it kind of picks up the song. Like I said, the drums do actually play a bigger part in mainly rhythm, but at the same time it's kind of like, it's like the whole march of the song, you know. you have this very faint heartbeat. The heartbeat being the pretty much the drum set is the heartbeat of the song, I consider. And I mean, that's just, to me, that sounds amazing for, you know. Um, yeah, it's definitely something different. I've been trying to make something new, kind of little inspiration from Pink Floyd here and there, but um, I'm kind of curious on what it sounds with the vocals and drums only, and I'm gonna do that because I haven't actually heard it yet. I did put, God, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I did 5 vocal layers on this, and it's, most people do like so much more than that, but how I mixed it is completely different. Um, okay, so my camera just stopped out of nowhere, but where the whispers come from, there's actually a lot of whispering in this album. 2020 was a very hard year. Uh, it it was to the point where it was a stressful matter, and I could hear all these kind of voices. Um, it sounds kind of bad when you put it that way. There's a ton, and I mean there is a ton of whispering on this album. So it doesn't get really super heavy up until the end, and then bam. So take it back. I'm gonna raise this one up just a little bit here, just to show you. So those voices come in. Picks up. I did have a part there where I was whispering too. It was tunes. I don't know why I got rid of it, but I just must have thought it was too much. I probably will have that as an alternate version. But we're going to go ahead and finish it up here with the guitar track on. A very important part is coming up, is where the synths come in. I love using synths on music because it kind of creates an atmospherical emotion. This emotion was more, I'd probably have to say vulnerable. So now it is a little quiet, and I'm going to run it back right here and then zoom in. This right here is going to be pretty much in your right ear, fading to the left. I'm going to raise the volume on that and then replay that again. Again, you got the voices. Now, once I take the reverb off the overhead right here, you're gonna see a big change. What I did was I elongated this part because it sounded a little bit too, um, you know. So it was more thrashy, and I was looking for more of a symbolic roll to it. So what I did was I messed with the damping frequency and the pre-delay, and then there's the level, so you raise up the volume, and then you raise in the mix to how much you want it. Um, so playing this only with the effects on. It's a lot more smoother as to the opposed with the effects off. It's a lot more of a patter. And that was that China cymbal he was using. Now, to go to all of it, I used Isotope Mastering Essentials, an acoustic EQ, and then a classic master limiter. So basically, the mastering CD part of it is just raising the volume. EQ is putting in more color to it, so I raised a little bit more of the bass to it. I probably should have brought it down a little bit because it does. You get the strum, like the aggression from the strum, but also it's kind of symbolic in a way. As to where most of it I've heard in my time is like more of a relaxed strum. This one kind of makes it a little bit more aggressive. And then we have a country simulator here, so this is like room simulation. Then we got a valve equalizer, can move it up and down. I'm not gonna even touch that. And then a booster here and bass compression, tube booster, tube saturation. So how much you wanted it. And yeah, so that was Someone's at the Door, and that is coming very soon. Actually, it's probably out right now. So yeah, guys. With that being said, that was the Someone's at the Door, and that was the track breakdown. This one probably took about, God, I'm probably gonna say like almost close to 2 months. The writing kind of just came to me, and yeah, that's Someone's at the Door, EPK Part 1, song number 2. I don't know. Alright. Let's go on to the next segment.